my children! You know, when you stop and think about it, the capes and costume crowd are really kind of insane. And when you mix in the supernatural, the insane becomes downright monstrous. How fortunate then that monster kind has a champion. Frankenstein.
And yes, my children, this monster's name is most definitely Frankenstein, after the doctor who created him. He works for SHADE, the Superhuman Advanced Defense Executive. For decades now, they have guarded the world from threats most abnormal to it. But the world is changing, my children. For you see, this is a comic launched in the wake of the New 52 reboot, where superheroes began appearing only in recent years. As such, they have had to evolve their methods and fight bigger and weirder threats with bigger and weirder concoctions of their own. In the inaugural volume, Frankenstein is called in from his vacation on Mars to handle an invasion from another world by hellish beings from another planet. Or is it a planet? Well, that's something for you to figure out when you read. The point is that an army of creatures is spawning forth from a lake, killing everything in their path. SHADE sends in the bride, or Lady Frankenstein, the four-armed ex-wife of our Frankenstein, to deal with it, but they lose contact with her. With the situation growing worse, Frankenstein himself enters the fray with a new team, the Creature Commandos. Among their numbers are loyal soldier Griffith, who has been transformed into a werewolf, the snarky Velcoro, who has become a vampire, the brilliant Dr. Nina Mazursky, who has become amphibious and is responsible for the creation of the commandos, and finally the mysterious Calice, a mummy with unknown abilities, who serves as team medic and is supposedly hundreds, if not thousands of years old. The commandos fight their way through the town, even discovering that some wary, foolish humans had been sacrificing children for years to the lake in hopes of keeping the monsters at bay.
Personally, I would have just, moved to a different town, but I'm practical like that.
At the lake, they travel through a portal to a world overrun by the monsters, who go from world to world, conquering for the sake of conquering. This is no menace to be negotiated with. It is kill the monsters, or the earth is doomed. And thus the mad scientists of SHADE begin their work of readying weapons against them, while the Creature Commandos find themselves face to face with three mountainous titans that rule the invading monsters. How can they ever fight such beings? Well, fortunately, they have Frankenstein on their side. Frankenstein knows no fear. Frankenstein shall never yield. Frankenstein invites beasts to bear their fangs, so that he may gladly pull them from their foul maws.
There is more to this little tribe collection, but I think I will let what else happens be discovered with your own eyes, my children. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must go slay a beast far worse and more monstrous than what Frankenstein fought. A tax collector. For the Longbox!